Hi everyone, welcome back. This time, I'm sharing a photo from New Orleans, a quick 3-day 2-night getaway. It only takes about an hour by plane from Houston to New Orleans, so it's a great spot for a short getaway. And of course, New Orleans is well known as the city of jazz. Even the airport is named after jazz legend Louis Armstrong. We stayed at Loews Hotel. The location was super convenient. It was pretty close to the French Quarter, so it worked out really well. They even had a jazz CD in the room, such a fun touch. And left outside the window there was a casino just steps away. The city was bustling at night, such a huge contrast to downtown Houston. It was packed with people and full of energy. For dinner, we went to a seafood restaurant called the WWII, and everything we ordered was incredibly fresh and absolutely delicious. I would definitely love to go back again. The beers, fried oyster, and tuna tartar with chutoro were all amazing. Highly recommended. The next morning, we headed to the famous Café du Monde because when you are in New Orleans, you just have to go. There was a long line, but after a bit of waiting, we finally got inside and ordered their legendary beignets. Their French-style donuts covered in a mound of powdered sugar. And yes, they were just as delicious as the hype suggests. There were also a man playing the saxophone outside the cafe, so we got to enjoy live jazz while eating beignets and sipping coffee. It was such a New Orleans moment. After Café du Monde, we took a taxi to the National WWII Museum. Since it focused on World War II, I was really interested and decided to go inside. At the entrance, we were greeted by huge fighter planes. Some of them looked oddly oversized and even a bit unsettling. The museum presents the world through the lens of the Allies versus Japan, Germany, and Italy. While the early parts were informative, I started to feel uncomfortable as the narrative seemed heavily biased toward the victory side. As a Japanese person, I found certain parts of the exhibit, especially towards the end of the Pacific War, quite disturbing. One section portrayed dropping of the atomic bombs almost as a triumphant conclusion. But let's not forget, Hiroshima and Nagasaki were intentionally left untouched by air raids, so the US could test two different types of atomic bombs on civilian populations. To me, that's not a military strategy. It's a calculated act of mass murder. The temperature at the center of the blast was as hot as the surface of the sun. In an instant, people, homes, and the entire building simply vanished without a trace. How terrifying is that? I truly hope people from all over the world will visit the Hiroshima Peace Memorial and see with their own eyes what an atomic bomb really does. If more people understand this reality, I believe they would realize how shameful it is to claim victory through such horrifying weapons. And I truly hope that the nuclear weapons are never used again anywhere in the world. Later that evening, we headed to the port for a jazz dinner called We Had Dessert. Dinner was a cold-style buffet, New Orleans traditional cuisine, and it was such a fun experience to enjoy it while listening to live jazz music. After eating, we went up to the deck to enjoy the night view. There was also a cozy little cafe and bar area where we had some drinks and relaxed. It started to drizzle and got a bit chilly outside, so we ended up most of our time in the cafe. It was a really unique and memorable night. If you enjoy cruising, I definitely recommend adding this to your New Orleans itinerary. On our last morning, we grabbed the breakfast at the chilled French cafe in the French Quarter. Then stopped by St. Louis Cathedral. We got there right when Mass was starting, so we went in and watched quietly. I couldn't take any pictures inside, but it was really beautiful. After that, we headed to the airport, and guess what? There was a Café du Monde there too, so I had one last Beignets and just cafe over before heading home. On my channel, I share travel spots, food recommendations, and beauty tips. I really appreciate it if you could subscribe and hit the like button. Thank you for watching until the end.